and we will launch things off. Happy Tuesday, everybody. What feels like a Monday. I hope you guys had an awesome Memorial Day. We kept things pretty low key around here, but as you can see from like the sunburned arms and legs, we spent a lot of time outside relaxing and just enjoying ourselves. So I hope you guys got to do that as well. We are coming up at the end of June, and last week we launched the Dream Team Olympics. So what I want to do today is talk about primarily the Dream Team Olympics to make sure everybody knows what that is, what the qualifications are, and how you can get plugged into that. And then specifically, if you haven't qualified for that yet, meaning that you don't have Emeral and you're not in Success Club, how we can finish these last 5 days of May strong so that you guys can be a part of it. So I do have some slides. Let me get my screen share on. And we'll move through things and hopefully keep myself on track as we go here. So Emerald, Success Club, and Dream Team Olympics would be what we are talking about today. So, but I don't know if you guys want to drop in the chat, who is aware of the Dream Team Olympics? Yes, no, you saw the info, you already paid and are in, you have no idea what we're talking about. No idea. Some of you are like, yep, no, yep, no. All right, well, we announced this first last week on the Wednesday, whenever Melanie did that kind of pop-up Emerald call last Wednesday. And then I think it is also in the Dream Team Coach page. I know, like, as leaders, we've all been putting all that information into our team pages as well, but you can see here what it is. So the goal of this is to create a group. It's not necessarily a push to rank advancement group. This is a group where you're going to get to work together with other people. You're not going to be on a team with necessarily people you know, and it's not even going to be on a team with people who are at the same rank as you. Our goal is to get people who want to build their business and grow it forward together and then divide them up into teams. There's a couple people who participated in the Elite 10 Olympics, was that March, April? I think March into April, April into May. And we actually, some of them, there's some testimonial videos that will be coming your way, and we'll get those shared out in to the team page so you can hear a little bit more from the people who participated in the last round, which is what really prompted us to say, let's do it again. Because the Elite 10 Olympics really produced some great rank advancements, some record SC numbers from people. And I think about, from what I heard from my people, like my team members that participated in it, it got them connected to other people outside of just our own team. And I really think that's big. It's able to connect with other people, build success. All right, sorry about that, guys. There's Aubrey saying hello. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, sorry. So my neighbor just texted me that they're doing work on our internet line, so the internet is down. But I'm hotspotting my phone, so let's hope that works. And we'll just pick up where we left off. I don't know how the recording works, if that just says recording, so I don't know if there's just a glitch in that or what, but we're gonna screen share, we're gonna go back to where we were. Anyways, okay, so the Olympics is gonna give you an opportunity to really build relationships with other people outside of what you would have normally been working with. There are qualifications. For one, you must be an active Emerald coach and hit Success Club this month. So that's the purpose of this call. So if you're interested in it, we'll talk about how you can get there if you're not there already. There's a $20 buy-in. The purpose of that $20 buy-in is, one, you put skin in the game. Kind of like the same way that when we want our challengers to actually get results, we want them to buy a challenge pack, not to sell them a thing, but because when they're vested in their own self, they're more likely to use it. We want you to put the $20 buy-in in, not because we're keeping your money, but because that allows you to say, okay, I invested something in this, and now I'm gonna actually do what I'm committing to and follow through, which will then help you launch your business. So same exact concept, but what that money is gonna be used for is we're gonna actually take half of the money and it's gonna be split amongst the top 3 team winners. So we'll create the teams, we'll get everybody split up like evenly. It's not going to be just diamonds on a team. It's going to have a wide range of emeralds and, you know, diamonds, different lengths of people being in the business, different amount of years. It's totally split up. And then the other half is going to be for different prizes. So we will be giving out prizes, and we've been working on those. We'll have that together for you soon, but different prizes for different achievements met throughout the group. It is going to run all month long. So it'll start on the 1st and end through the 30th. So if you're thinking of this, okay, well, rank advancements are going to happen Thursday, right? Well, if you don't, which hopefully you do, if you don't hit your Emerald rank by this Thursday, okay, you will still have until the 30th to lock that in, just like you'll have the 30th to hit Success Club. And then the points you'll earn for doing different things on your team. You know, we'll have pop-up challenges, we'll have different power hours that you guys can join. And at the end of it, it's really just a way for you to build and grow your business. So honestly, everybody, if you're on this call, you are interested in building your business. So if you're on this call, make it a point, hit Emerald, hit Success Club, grow your team so that you can qualify for this, because I promise you, it'll be something that will move your business forward. So building on to Emerald and why it's important, guys, there's so many things. For one, it's going to give you recognition. It's the first rank advancement in this business. And you might think, you know, it's like, well, it's just 2 people, it's just 2 coaches. It is the first milestone that you hit that unlocks the earning potential. It unlocks the ability to earn cycle bonuses, to build residual income, and it opens up to the customer lead program. We are still getting a ton of customer leads each month because of what Beachbody is doing on the back end to really promote Beachbody on demand. Those customers that sign up for Beachbody on demand that aren't already connected to a coach, they get assigned out to us who are at least Emerald rank and hitting Success Club. So it is a huge incentive for you, not only from a recognition standpoint, but also for an income standpoint. So keeping it simple, when you think about your business, we all have a left and a right leg. Getting to Emerald simply means you have a coach on your left and your right leg. Now, don't get overwhelmed thinking that you need 2 people who are ready to go build a team the same way you are. It's simply your first 2 active customers can be your first 2 active coaches. So looking here, this is kind of talks about some of the different qualifications. To be an Emerald coach, you only need 50 PV to be active. But keep in mind, to hit Success Club, you still need your 90 PV on HD. So this keeps you active as a coach, as an Emerald coach, but for your actual, to get Success Club qualification, you still need your 90 PV on HD. This is just a little chart. So if you've ever explored your back office and you've looked at the graphical genealogy, you'll see you have a left and a right leg. If you've been in the business for a while, or you're a part, you know, you've noticed that maybe there's some coaches that have been added under you. I got a message from one of my new coaches just a couple days in. She's like, somebody signed up under me as a coach. And I'm like, I don't think they did. That was my coach that I place under you. So it's not yours, but you do get the volume from it. So understand, to get to Emerald, they're your own 2 active coaches, but you may see that you have other people in your graphical genealogy, and that just means that other people from your team, whether it's your upline or just other people who are on the same leg as you, have added coaches beneath them. And this chart just goes on to expand to this is Emerald, what we're focused on here, but if you're already Emerald and looking ahead, Ruby, it means that you have 2 on each leg with 1 Emerald on each leg. And to expand to that to Diamond, it means you have an Emerald on each leg and then 3 more additional active coaches for a total of 8. So I do want to check the chat bar. Why can't I see the chat? I don't know why I can't see it. Maybe I won't check the chat bar right now. Oh, there it is. It went away. Oh, 31st. Sorry. That was just me not counting the right months. Inherited coach, Melissa. An inherited coach is somebody, so let's just say Anita was signed up under me and Stacy was signed up under Anita. If Anita canceled, I would inherit Stacy from underneath her. So an inherited coach just means that there was somebody between you and the other coach, and when that person canceled, you absorb anybody underneath them. Are there income increases? Yes. So the cycle bonus from an active Emerald is $14 per cycle. It increases to 16 at Ruby and then 18 at Diamond. So to maximize what you're getting per cycle, obviously Diamond is going to give you the maximum. It caps at 18. It doesn't go beyond that, but it does go 14 to 16 to 18, Emerald to Ruby to Diamond. Does everyone understand the basics of what an Emerald coach is? Any other questions there? A cycle. I feel like I think there might be a chart in here. Yeah. So to answer your question, we'll go on that. The question was, what does a cycle mean? So this will show you what the cycle means. So let's think that prior screen where we had a coach at the top and an active coach left and right leg. So think of this as your business. When the volume produced on your left leg or one leg, when the volume produced on one leg is 2 to 1, that's one cycle. So it's a combined 300 volume points. So let's say that you've got a coach who, if you look in your back office, you might see you have left leg volume of, 300 and right leg volume of 100. You would still just cycle one time because it's every 300. So there's not like a partial circle. Every 300 combined points will get you one cycle. So again, $14 per cycle as an Emerald, increasing at Diamond. Now also, and I feel like I'll be honest, when I had first heard as a Diamond coach, you capped at $2,000 per week in cycles. When my coach told me that, I looked at her and I was like, I'm making 14 on a good day. So that's cool that you cap at $2,000 per week as a Diamond, but I'm never going to get there. Well, you can if you continue building a team, because now my cycle bonuses make up probably 85% of my total income because I've been able to grow a team. So thinking now it's $14 per cycle as an Emerald coach, up to $250 per week. But as you rank advance and as your team grows, the cycle bonuses grow with that. And then there's caps. So $250 per week as an Emerald, $1,000 per week as a Ruby, and then $2, and it goes up per Star Diamond. So the cycles is simply what your coaches produce. So it's not you. This is all based on your team. The coaches on your left leg, the volume they produce to the volume on the coaches on your right leg is what goes up to equal one cycle. And honestly, the easiest thing to do is play around in your back office. Like, look at it. All the numbers, when you look at cycle bonuses, all the numbers are clickable. So if you click on one, it'll show you what's making it up. And the first time I heard this information, it went right over your head, and I have my CPA license and I'm all about the numbers, and I didn't get it because it was brand new to me. But the more I understood, the more I began driven on, I need to grow my volume because that's going to grow my long-term income. And it definitely took hearing it and hearing it again, and then looking in my back office and deciphering it and putting it all together. So if it's your first time hearing it, realize that you might have to go back and listen again, and you might have to spend some time in your back office. But if it's your second or your third time hearing it, hopefully it's getting a little bit, like making a little bit more sense, and you can understand that. Again, I can see like the chat bar come up and then it disappears. I don't know why I can't click on it. I saw something, I don't know, maybe if I move this, not happening. Guys, I'm struggling on the technology front today. When the chat bar pops up again, I'll click on that to answer any questions. But moving on to the customer leads, again, I talked about this a little bit earlier, but your customer leads are what allow you to have free customers from the company. They're not guaranteed. You don't get any Success Club points if you have a customer lead that orders a challenge pack right off the bat, but you do get commission, and you do get the opportunity to connect with a new person. It's definitely a hit or miss on whether a customer lead will respond to you. I reach out to all my customer leads. I'll drop, whenever we're done with all these slides, I will actually drop my customer lead email in here for you guys to see. But sometimes they'll respond, sometimes they won't. But what I have found through this is the people who are coming through the customer lead program, nobody convinced them or asked them to do this. They decided. They were like, you know what? I want to do this. I'm going to sign up, and they're ready to go. If you can connect with them, you typically find someone who's ready to hit some fitness goals. So this is free people given to you by the company that you now have the responsibility to connect with. I will always email them if their email address is listed in their account, but I also try to find them on Facebook. In the last 6 years, I've had 2 customer leads that have turned into Diamond coaches on my team. So you never know what's going to happen, but I can tell you that when you can get in contact with them, that it really is an awesome opportunity, not only for the income, but to really help someone who's ready to make a change in their life. You do have to be a paid Emerald, and you have to hit Success Club. You can even find, when you log into your back office, this is where that 90 PV on HD comes in. I've had people who they've hit Success Club 5 and they're Emerald rank, but they're not Success Club qualified because maybe their Shakeology took forever to ship. I don't know if anyone's run into that. I ran out of Shakeology this month for the first time ever. But if your Shakeology hasn't shipped or you don't have another 90 PV on HD, you won't qualify for those leads. So make sure when you log into the back office of your back office, it will say Success Club qualification, and there's a little, it might even be in here, I can't remember if I have it in here or not. There's a little bar that says, I don't know if it's in here, but there's a little thing that will say Success Club 5, check mark, 90 PV on HD, check mark. Sure. The questions, yes, Michelle, I will get a PDF of these slides out to you guys. Candace, I'm glad it makes more sense now. I honestly think you have to hear this stuff over and over again, which is why it's like, if you're here for the first time, I'm sorry if I'm confusing you, hear me out, listen, and just make it a point to continuously to check into this. Because in all honesty, this is understanding our comp plan. This is understanding like you as a business owner, which maybe you don't quite look at yourself as one yet, but you are, you're here. This is your business. You own a business. You're running a team. You've got this in your hand. Understanding how the income is generated will only help you as you get further along with your business and with your team. The way customer leads are listed, it definitely is really confusing. If you ever have a question on whether or not you have a lead and you should have got something, volume or commission, that you didn't, by all means, ask. The way, like in general, how it works is you have customer leads and then you have Shakeology leads. The customer leads generally come in on like the 3-month trial of BOD. So you're gonna see a 0 volume and a 0 commission, because 3-month trial of BOD means that they've not paid anything yet. When their 14-day trial is up, they are then billed the $39 and you'll earn $15 commission on that. But you're still not going to see volume for it because you didn't actually do anything for that. That was just given to you. So we do get the commission on that, on those BOD leads. That's kind of the most common one, but you're not going to see the volume attached for it. Now let's say you're able to get a hold of your new BOD customer and they're in that 14-day trial and they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm loving this. I would love more. Like, let's work together. And they jump in your boot camp and then they want to try Shakeology. And before their 14-day trial is up, or a week into their 3-month BOD membership, they're like, you know what? I actually think I want Shakeology. You can actually still convert them into a challenge pack. I usually have them call Coach Relations. I think that's the easiest way. But what you would do is either cancel their 14-day trial if they're still on a trial, or cancel the 3-month membership if they were just billed for it. And then you can enroll them as a customer with a challenge pack. When you get them off that initial, what they came into the lead wheel with, so they came in as, I'm going to try this BOD for free. And now you connected with them and now they're going to buy a challenge pack. When they buy that challenge pack, you get volume and you get commission. If all they ever do is let a 3-month BOD membership renew every quarter, you will always get commission and you will never get the volume from it. I know it makes gets a little confusing, but that's how that works. The initial order from a lead, you do not get volume. You'll always get commission. When anything else they purchase from you, like let's say that lead 2 weeks down the road is like, oh my gosh, she loves Energize, I want to try it. If they purchase Energize, you'll get volume and commission. So the new orders, you get both. It's just as those orders renew, you don't. I had another girl who, she had a customer lead that came in with a challenge pack. You won't get Success Club points for that because you didn't necessarily do anything to earn those Success Club points. But again, you'll get the commission from it. And then if they order anything else from you, you'll get the volume and commission from that. U+2, yes, thanks, Ashley. Anything on 18 and older, your children can sign up as a coach. How do you give them a 14-day trial? That is actually just in the 3-month membership. So if you went into ShareCart, and it's like, if you go into ShareCart and you click on fitness, and then you click on Beachbody on Demand, and you click down on the membership options, you'll see 12 months, 6 months, 3 months. that 3-month membership always starts with a 14-day trial. So you don't necessarily send them the trial, you're sending them the 3-month membership that starts with a 14-day trial. Any other questions? I'm gonna leave the chat bar open because otherwise I apparently can't find it all the time. So we're gonna go on to Emerald. How do you get to Emerald? And if you are already Emerald, I'd love for you guys to drop in the chat bar how you got there, who your first 2 people were, or maybe you're halfway to Emerald. So you have one coach. Who was the first person you signed up? Your first 2 people don't have to be coaches, like I said earlier. They can simply be your first 2 customers. My very first person that I signed up was my sister. She was active duty in the Navy. She was deployed on a ship, God knows where, in the middle of the ocean, somewhere halfway around the world. And the day I signed up as a coach and I started learning about this stuff, I messaged my sister and I was like, hey, want to be my first customer? I just did a thing. I didn't have much information for her. I really couldn't give her a lot of reasons why, other than her little sister just started this thing and wanted her to be her first customer. That was how I got my sister signed up. She signed up in March 2014, and 6 years later, she still drinks Shakeology every day. Not because she has to support her little sister anymore, but because it's worth it. So I know it can be kind of like, oh, I don't want to ask this person to do this thing. I asked her to be my first customer. I didn't ask her to continue investing in her health every single day. She got that part on her own as she tried it. So don't be afraid to ask people to support you. My second coach that I signed up was my mother-in-law. And it was very much like kind of the same thing. Like I actually texted out to all of my family. So it was like, I couldn't text my sister because she was deployed, but I did like my sister-in-law, my mom, my mother-in-law, my stepmom, like literally all of them. I sent them my 21-day fixed results and was like, so I just did this thing. Who wants to be a part of this with me? And in time, they actually all did sign up with me. I get it. Not every family member is going to support you. I have tons who haven't. But the only reason why those people did in the beginning was because I asked them. So whatever, like however best it is for you, I've emailed, I've texted, I've obviously Facebook posted and messaged and all that kind of stuff. But when I started, those first 2 people for me came from asking them to simply support me. And again, my mother-in-law, and then my mom was after her, and then my husband. Those were like my first couple. They're all still with me 6 years later. Not because they have to, but because they understand the value. And obviously the spouse is probably one of the most common things you'll hear on getting someone signed up. And it's twofold. For one, you can sign up your spouse. They qualify as the U+2. So if you have, you can use your same credit card information as them because they're in your household. But what helped me by signing up my spouse first was, he was 3rd, 4th, but he's at the top of my downline nonetheless. But putting him at the top of the downline meant that in the last 6 years, any coach that I've signed on that same leg as him has provided volume up to him. And that volume equates to cycle bonuses. So getting your spouse enrolled early is a great way to start building the volume and then potential income down the road. In the beginning, I would order oddball things under my husband's account. We had to buy, we didn't have BOD then, so I bought Challenge Pack with whatever program was coming out. But you can do the 3-day refresh. Obviously right now, given that we do have Challenge Packs at $140, if you haven't signed up your spouse yet, this is an awesome time to take advantage of that because you can sign them up. You don't even have to do the BOD Challenge Pack. You can do the Refresh Challenge Pack. Or if you've not done To Be Mindset or you've not done Ultimate Portion Fix, sign them up with one of those challenge packs. You get the $20 off this month. And if you need the extra Shakeology, fortunately, my husband does now drink it. So I just keep ordering a bag under his and a bag under my account. But if your husband's not necessarily drinking the Shakeology, you can order your own Energize. You can order Performance Line. You can order bars, collagen, Daily Sunshine. Obviously, there's so many different options. But enrolling them with a challenge pack will waive that $40 enrollment fee. So signing them up with the challenge pack, it's going to get you the Success Club points. So it's going to help you earn points towards Success Club, but it's also going to waive their $40 enrollment fee, get them active, get them under you, get them at the top of your downline as you begin to build. It helps grow that volume. Does anyone have questions on that? Let me check chat real quick. I love seeing these, like who's everyone's first 2 people were. Hubs and a friend, good friend and husband. spouse and daughter, husband and friend, boyfriend and friend, hubby and friend. I mean, like, it makes sense if you're in this business to build it and grow. Get your significant other signed up. A lot of people too will sign up their, you know, their parents, their mom. Perfect, cool. And then anytime something comes out, for example, like Mixed Berry Energize, all of that, like I mean, I ordered Mixed Berry Energize, I ordered the tub, I ordered the packets, and I got Digestive Health Boost and Daily Sunshine for the kids and bars and all the things. And then I just put that under my husband. And then all that volume flows up. You know, we showed the little graph, right? All the volume that's in him as my coach, it's under him, but then it flows up to me too. So great examples of your first couple. And I meant, you know, I started talking about this and then I got sidetracked. But again, I signed up my sister when she was active duty military. And I remember saying to her, you'll actually get this cheaper than me because you're active duty military. You don't have to pay our monthly service fee. It is worth asking if you are signing a customer up who you're not familiar with as far as like their background, asking if they themselves are a veteran or active duty or if their spouse is. Because we do have the active duty military program that not only will waive the $40 sign up fee, it also waives the $15.95 business service fee. So anyone who's active duty military can sign up for free. And I used to do this more regularly than I have. I probably am due to make a post in my challenge group and just ask, is anybody in here not signed up as a coach, but a veteran or the spouse of a veteran or active duty or spouse of someone active duty? Because those all qualify for the military service program. And then if you kind of thinking like if it's you yourself, like if you are active duty, if your spouse is, you can sign up and then you can use the fact that you are the spouse of an active duty or the spouse of a veteran and your monthly fees are waived. But then if you do sign your spouse up as a coach, that spouse's military status only works once. So it's either going to work on them to keep their business service fee waived or you, but the one military will not waive two people's service fees. Does that make sense? The difference would be is if you had, like I've had one where both the husband and wife were both veterans, obviously then they have their own military qualifications to be able to get that discount. And it is only US. It is not Canadian military. So it's only in the US. And then if you do that, there is a form in the back office under forms and documents that has the military waiver form and just what they send in for that. Any other military questions? You know what, I haven't like thinking out loud on I have a Google form for what I have people fill out to join my challenge group. If you have one of those, I would actually add this question on there. Are you a veteran or the spouse, you know, like you could say, are you active duty or veteran or the spouse of an active duty or veteran? Because that would open up that conversation about becoming a coach as well. Veterans, yes. So it's active duty, spouse of active duty, veteran, spouse of a veteran. All right, moving on. Take a drink. What was your question? If we are both coaches. So if I'm a veteran and my wife is active duty, we can both get the discount. Yes. Yes, you can, because you would essentially have two sets of orders that you would use. So veterans submit the DD-214 form, and then active duty, it's like something related to your current orders is what you send in to get that waived. Cool. Applies to reservists too. I actually didn't know that it applied to reserves. So thank you for that. I actually didn't know that. I thought it was only active duty. Cool. All right. Any other questions on that? It really is worth asking, like in your challenge groups, because you never know who served a long time ago or who may be married to somebody who served, 4 years out of high school and you didn't know them then. And then here you are years later and, it's just a way to save them money. And it's an awesome way to just introduce the coaching opportunity. All right. So also, as you're thinking about coaches, obviously we can ask people, right? Like, do you want to be my customer? Do you want to come in and do what I'm doing? Do you want to, help me out? Like, I'm working for this goal. Could you be this person? But also think about the people who are in your challenge group already. Who are the ones who are shining bright, right? Like they are showing up every single day. They are giving tips. They are giving their meal plans. You know, I think back to my very first challenge group, and there was a girl who signed up the same time as I did, and she was posting a meal plan every week. And I remember looking at her like, who are you? Like, you're not the coach. Like, you're making these meal plans. Well, obviously, she went on to sign up and be a coach, and she's a very successful coach, but she was doing the things that coaches were doing without necessarily being the coach. So as you're looking at people in your challenge group, who are the ones who are showing up and going above and beyond? Because those are the people who you can reach out to and say, hey, you know, I know you're crushing the challenge group right now. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? And I know it can be like, well, I don't want her to think I'm trying to pressure her into doing something that she doesn't want to do. Who doesn't love a compliment? It's the same thing, like, you know, think about it from a recruiting from a standard job. If you got the opportunity or a job offer from somebody, would you not be flattered whether or not you wanted the job to know that somebody thought you would be a good fit? So look at this the same way. If you've got a challenger who's doing what you're doing, ask them if they've ever considered it. And even if they're not yet, you've now planted the seed. You've now put that in their mind that you think they're rocking it and you think they would make a great coach. And now they might look at you a little bit more closely and follow along a little bit more what you're sharing and what you're doing. And while they may not jump on right away, maybe they will in a week or two or a couple months or, you know, later down the road. But putting it out there is, I think, the biggest thing. If my coach didn't say to me, like, keep it open, like posting in our challenge group about becoming a coach, similar with that, the military service thing. If you post in there, that opens up the door to talk about coaching. You know, is anybody here military and interested in saving money with our military coach service program? Like, that allows you to open the door. The other way that you can work towards getting those first two coaches is leading with the coach opportunity. I know sometimes it's easier to talk about the fitness part, to talk about, you know, the physical parts, joining my challenge group, lose the weight. But what you talk about is what you're going to attract. So if you are talking about your challenge group all the time and talking about how your challengers are doing great and talking about everything with the challenge groups, well, then you're more likely to attract more challengers. But if you're talking about the business side, if you're talking about, you know, voluntarily spending an hour of your time on Tuesday on a, you know, team call because you're excited to grow your team, the more you talk about it, the more people are going to want to be part of what you're talking about. So leading with the coach opportunity allows you to start the invite that way. And then if they aren't interested in coaching, you know, what I'll hear a lot of people is, oh gosh, I could never coach. I need to be coached. Well, okay, because I can do that too. So if you start with the coaching opportunity, like if, let's say, you post a picture that you are on this call right now and you put it on your Instagram stories, and then later you go back and you look to see who views your stories. You can message the people who are watching it, and you can say, like, I can't believe, you know, I never would have thought the old me would have spent an hour of my day on Tuesday, you know, on this team call, but my gosh, I'm so excited to grow my team. And, you know, whatever you're excited to do, and say, have you ever, or if you've been following along, are you interested in learning more about what I do as a coach? Or, you know, are you a coach too? Like, you can approach those questions. And then based on the response that they give back to you, you can continue that conversation. But I have found a lot of times, I did this yesterday, I had done a indirect coaching post. So it wasn't a call to action, but it talked about what I do as a coach. And then I messaged the people who liked it. I thanked them for the love of my post, and I asked them, are you a coach too? Some of them wrote back, oh my gosh, no, I'm not a coach, but I need to be. Some of them wrote back, oh, I used to be a coach, that's why I follow you. And some people are like, no, what is it? Whatever the response back to you is, it allows you to then carry that conversation to the next step, to be able to hopefully invite them to learn more about what we do as coaches. And again, you can always default back to inviting them into your challenge group, but when you start with the coaching, it opens that door as well. And then also messaging your friends in the same way that I messaged my sister to be one of my first customers. Same thing applies to your friends. Like, guys, your friends already know and love you and trust you. So before having to get, you know, the credibility of, you know, publicly on social media, talk to your friends and say, you know, I did this thing, I signed up as a coach, and we have a challenge to sign up 2 people by tomorrow. Would you be interested in being one of my 2 people? I would love your testimony. Or, you know, would you be willing to try this for 30 days? I would love to share your testimony and feedback. You don't have to tell people, or, you know, you don't have to approach it like they have to do this forever. Ask people, ask your girlfriends, ask your college roommates, ask your cousins, ask your best friend if they would be willing to be one of your first customers and share the testimony feedback in the next 30 days. You can always fall back on the 30-day money-back guarantee. I honestly fully intended on returning my first bag of Shakeology. Like when I enrolled, I knew from doing, you know, periodic workouts, at the end of every video, they would talk about this 30-day guarantee on Shakeology. I actually thought I was going to return it. So I was like, well, I'll just drink this. It's never going to be worth it, and I'll just get my money back. Well, clearly I could not, because it was that amazing and changed my life. So if people are hesitant, let them know. Tell them, say, oh my, say, and if you have any hesitations at all, we have an empty bag guarantee. You can literally drink it for 30 days. And if you're not sold, return the bag and you'll get your money back. Like literally, there is nothing to lose. Can you share what some of the training will be during the Olympics? We are working on it. So we have a Google Doc. I don't have it up in front of me. If you participated in the last Olympics, it'll be, you know, similar content, but I actually don't have the document in front of me right now to go through all of that. Do you keep getting the volume on the coach invite? Jolie, do you mean like coach enrollments? I don't know if that's what you mean. If you mean like coach enrollments, when somebody signs up as a coach, you get volume and you get what's called the fast start bonus. So it's kind of like commission. It's just not labeled as commission when you look at your paycheck. So if somebody signed up with a 140 challenge pack today, as a customer, you would earn a $40 commission. As a coach, you would earn a $40 fast start bonus. So they're just labeled differently. And then you get the volume also from that coach's challenge pack purchase, and then you get volume from all of the purchases going forward.
Can I ask you a question, Megan?
Yeah.
So I guess what I was trying to say is if they have the HD on that challenge pack, you only get the volume on that as a one-time then?
No, you get volume on any order that they place.
Okay.
And that's where the growth comes from. So if you sign a coach who signs a coach, who signs a coach, who signs a coach, who signs a coach, you get volume from everybody down the line because you started that. So you get volume the whole way down. If you sold a challenge pack to one person, you get commission on that. But then if they sold a challenge pack to someone, only they get commission on that. So volume goes the whole way up the line. Commission just goes to the coach who sold it. It's kind of like the difference there. With the shipping delays, how are 30 days calculated from date of receipt or purchase? It is date of purchase. So that would be on you to kind of pay attention to when things were ordered and when things were received in the back office. It's super simple for somebody to push out their Shakeology ship date. I don't know at this point, are things gonna, like I ordered my Shakeology on the 16th and I got it the 26th. So it took 10 days for me to get it. So I won't change the ship date even though it took 10 days. Because if it's going to take 10 days again, I'm going to want it to ship on the date the date it's scheduled, so that if it takes 10 days, I'll still have it. I'm not going to push it out. But definitely look and see. Talk to your clients. With anybody who ordered in the month of May, I actually have 2 sitting here to mail out because I have 1 to go. I did different things. This girl's wanted Energized, so I'm putting 2 Energized sticks in an envelope. I'm writing her a thank you note and I'm mailing this out to her. I was out of Energized. So before that, I was doing a beach bar and a packet of Shakeology, writing a little thank you note, giving that to them because I know that things were taking a little bit longer. Yeah, things are taking 3 weeks. And honestly, if you've got people who are ordering and they're upset, what I've been telling them is thank goodness that we were able to make it this long. There were people who were immediately affected by this. To be honest, we were untouched through April and March both. Like things progressed as the whole nation shut down for 2 months. We were able to actually keep everything in our customers' hands without any glitch in service or delivery for a good 2 months, just in time. As things, to be honest, as we had ridiculously exponential growth through all of this, as BOD numbers surpassed record numbers and things really grew, they could not possibly forecast that a national pandemic would occur, nor that it would cause people to go haywire on Recover and Energize. Like you just couldn't predict that. So it's unfortunate. Work with the people. Understand that, you know, you're sorry, your stuff's taking just as long. But what I've really been letting them know is I'm just really proud of the way our company handled it, because we were able to stay up with supply and demand until the beginning of March, and they're doing everything they can. It's just the trickle, right? Like, we don't have Recover sitting in a warehouse waiting to be sold because it's a consumable. So you can't really have that sitting there, otherwise it would go to waste. So they had to ramp up the production of it, which isn't just a snap of a finger. It's getting the ingredients, it's getting it produced, it's getting it packaged, it's getting it shipped, and then out to the customers. So honestly, most people have been really understanding. While yes, they want what they paid for, there's not a lot you can do about it. I also share with them that I ordered from Amazon and it took 9 days for me to get my son's birthday present. And that's Amazon. So if Amazon is taking 9 days to deliver their prime items, you can understand why something much smaller than Amazon is taking a little while. So explain to people that if they need to push their Shakeology ship dates back because of the delay that it happened, you know, you'll be happy to explain to them how that works. You can also offer them, say, if you want to change your next order, we've got this, we've got this, we've got that, and you can talk to them about the other options that we have for products. Melissa, yours took 20 days. That's a really long time. I also found, here's the other thing, new orders are taking longer than HD orders. So like my new order, like Mixed Berry Energize hasn't even shipped yet. Like I've not got a shipping on that. There's no tracking number on that. And that was last Monday. But then again, my Shakeology, like I said, was 10 days. So just be sympathetic with people and let them know that everybody's doing the best they can. Can we see the dates? Can we see the orders when they're placed or when they ship? Well, you'll be able to see when anything's placed by either, if they're a customer, it'd be under your customer orders. And if they're a coach, you can click on their ID number or their name in the back office and look at, there's a little button for order history. And if you click on orders, you can see when things are placed. And if there's a tracking number, that means it's been shipped. So you can see the tracking number, and then you can see the dates that it was. So yes, Stacy, I actually ran out of all of my packets and my actual Shakeology. I found expired Shakeology of my mother-in-law's that we drank for 4 days, and it wasn't the best day. Do what you gotta do. All right, moving on. Just want to share these example invites with you guys. If you want to take a screenshot of it, it just gives you an idea of how you can talk to somebody who is rocking the challenge group. Again, it is complimenting them. You're rocking the challenge group. You're doing an awesome job. Have you ever thought about coaching? So you're going to compliment them, and then you're going to straight up ask them, have they ever thought about them? Letting them know that they would be awesome at what they're doing, and they can save 25% on everything they order and earn a commission off of what people, you know, anyone who joins with them. So you're hitting so many different points. You're complimenting them and making them feel good. You're giving them, you're kind of planting that seed about what coaching is, letting them know they can save money. My initial yes to coaching wasn't about the potential to earn commission as it was the ability to get a 25% discount, because that's what I needed in that moment. So you don't know if somebody needs an income opportunity, if somebody just is super savvy shopper and wants to save 25%, or if somebody just loves to be, you know, toot their own horn and be told they're doing something good. In any of those scenarios, this type of message would do wonders. You're approaching them, you're letting them know, and then obviously from there you can get them signed up. Another one here, and this one is to a customer. I just realized I have an opening for a discount customer. Your first month would be $140. Obviously that's because we still have the promo going on this month. Future purchases would be 25% off. Would that help? So I know I get a lot of people, like I had one this morning. How much does it cost? How much does it cost? You know, people are always asking, what's it going to cost me? So if you're getting that, or you've talked to somebody in the past who maybe you shared everything with them and they were like, oh, I don't know if I can swing that this month, you can follow up with even this one. So whether it's a follow-up to them and say, I have another spot open, would you like to be one of my discount customers? This, like, again, you don't know if that person who you talked to last time, would the $20 savings and the 25% be enough for them to flip the switch to say, okay, I'm in. So just kind of giving you guys some examples. Like I said, I will share the PDF of this as well, so you guys can have all of these. And then this one down here at the bottom, okay, I just sent the email. I went ahead and set you up with the same discount I get as a coach since you qualified for a free sign up. So this would be, you're talking to a customer, they say they want the challenge pack, you're creating a share cart for them, and you can let them know you'll get 25% off the purchases going forward. Anything can be changed or canceled at any time, just like normal. It's a great way to save some moolah. So this would be your talk. Like, I will often ask them, and I don't think I have that one in here. No. I will often ask, I'll say, like, I'm talking to somebody, we're all set, they're ready to order, and I'll just say, last question, I have the option to hook you up with the same discount I get. So kind of like the same as here. You can either do it or ask them. And I'll just say, you know, I'll say, last question, I can sign you up with this. You'll get it for free because of the challenge pack. This is what most of my customers go with, but it's totally your call. Again, most people are like, makes sense. Same cost, challenge pack, customer coach, why not? That was my mentality. Why not? Save some money. It doesn't cost me any more, but I save a little bit extra. No brainer. I don't ever, I shouldn't say ever, I very rarely get pushback on the Social Security number. Like, most people understand that what I do is my job and this is a business. So if they're signing up the same way I did, there's a business opportunity attached to it, they're not doing anything with it, they usually don't bat an eye. If somebody questions you on, but why is this making me enter my social? You can simply explain to them, because the business opportunity, you know, you have the same business opportunity I have. There's no requirement on your end, but you have the same ability. So if you ever were to pursue it, they have your social from a business, from a, you know, basically the tax standpoint, so they can send you the 1099. So that's why the social security is needed. And then this one here, I actually use this message a lot. And this is just a simple way to connect with people and ask them if they're interested. And this is what I was saying, like, you could use this if you know, take that snapshot of you're on a call on a Tuesday afternoon, learning how to grow your team, and then you're looking at who's viewing your stories and letting them know, like, thanks for watching my stories. Putting myself out there isn't easy, but I'm on a mission too. Whatever it is, I've been saying, you know, I'm on a mission to grow my team more than ever. I know we have an opportunity here to really help people improve their health. Are you following me for Faith Fitness, my sweet fam, or are you interested in what I do as a coach? So you're asking what they're following you for, and you're adding there, are you interested in learning what I do as a coach? Some people are just gonna be like, nope, just following you for blah, 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 blah. But some of them are like, you know what, I've been following you forever, and I actually am curious what it entails. And I'll never forget, like, in the early days, I would say to my husband, like, you know, like, I would hold off on the inviting. And then I would send the invites, and when that person writes back, yeah, I am interested, you're like, why did I hold off so long on inviting these people? Like, if you ask, they often are interested, but so many people will not approach you. They're gonna watch you, they're not gonna like anything, they're not gonna comment, but they're gonna watch. And if you don't take the initiative to put yourself out there and ask them if they're interested, then you're never gonna know. And I can tell you, the majority of people who I have come onto my team, whether they're customers or coaches, they were people who I initiated the conversation with. I might have sent them a message that they ignored, and then I sent them a follow-up that they ignored, and then I sent them another message that they ignored. But eventually, as long as I don't give up, they're going to come back or respond to one of those messages when they're ready. So it doesn't happen. I want you, like, if you're getting told no, understand I get told no. If you're getting ignored, understand I get ignored all day, every day. I have zero emotional attachment tied to any of these invites that I send. I send them because it's part of my job. And I know that the people who say yes now have a golden opportunity at their fingertips. So keep that in mind. You're not selling a thing. You're giving people a really incredible opportunity. And then just, I think, two more examples here for invites. So if you are new to coaching, and you're new to, you know, your own fitness journey, and you don't really have, like, the whole story of your own to share, you could share something like this one. I just signed up for this new program. I'm excited to get in the best shape of my life. Here's a picture of my coach who legit rocked her results. She's a mom just like me, lost 30 pounds with home workouts. So it's kind of like, I saw this, I wanted to do that. Do you want to come and do it with me? So you don't have to have your own amazing results. If you're excited, people will sense your excitement. So you can use this type of invite as a way to reach out to somebody, not because you have all the answers, but because you want somebody to link arms and do it with you. And then here's another one with getting signed up and asking them about signing up as a coach. So, okay, we're all set. You know what you want. We've got your flavors. I'm going to set up your share cart. Let's get you signed up. Would you be interested in signing up as a coach and getting 2 to 3 friends to do it with you? You could get your whole challenge pack paid for and save 25%. So this approach is not only like, it's not only talking about getting you signed up and saving the money, but asking them if they have friends who might want to join them. It was like shortly after I signed up as a coach, there was a girl who came on board. It was like not under me, it was under my upline, but she wanted to do this, didn't have the money. I think she hit like Success Club 12 her first month with zero idea about coaching, no idea what Emerald meant. Simply, she signed up as a coach because she wanted to save on the money and she didn't want it to actually cost her anything. So she got 3 of her friends, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. They just signed up as coaches the way she did. So the girl had like Success Club 12 and 6 active coaches under her simply because of this approach. Do you want to sign up as a coach, save 25%, and bring 2 to 3 of your girlfriends along with you, and you'll actually cover your own costs? So to the person who's like, I love the idea of doing something for free, and I've got, like there's power and accountability, as we all know, like this can really work well as well. So that is the last one, I think. Oh, wait, I did want to show you this one before we get to the invites. I've had this question a lot recently. Hitting Success Club. Obviously, we've got the common ones I think people think of with a challenge pack or Shakeology HD. But just so you know, like these are the ways that you can hit Success Club 5 or higher. Performance line on HD, if you do the Recover plus Energize together, if Recover's back. Does anyone know? It was supposed to be back. I didn't check this morning. I haven't checked. It was supposed to be back today. Whether or not it is, I'm not sure. But if it is, Performance Line HD, a triple box of beach bars. These all get you 2 points. And then any combo of HD products that's 90 PV or higher will get you 1. So if you did an Energize, you could do like an Energize and 2 boxes of bars, or an Energize, a box of bars. Hydrate's not enough. I don't think. What's Hydrate? 20? No, it would be 22. So I think if you did Hydrate, Energize, and 1 box of bars, I'm pretty sure that's 90 PV. But any combo of HD items that would get you to 90 is 1. I had one girl order 2 3-day refreshes on HD, but because it was like, 52 for each refresh, it was 104. I got 1 SC point because it was 104. It was over 90 PV on HD. So just so you guys are aware, these are the different ways that you can hit Success Club. So if you're sitting at Success Club 4 and you need just 1 more point, a combo of HD products that would equal 90 or more. So let's say your spouse isn't a coach yet. You don't want the 3-day refresh, but you want to get them signed up. You don't really care about paying the $40 fee. You just want to get some products for yourself. Maybe you want Shake, or maybe you want the Energize and a thing of collagen and a box of bars. That combo of 90 PV on HD would get you 1 point as well. That all makes sense on the. But yes, the HD is key. And I always tell people about ordering on HD because it saves shipping. So like Shakeology Solo, I had someone like a lead ordered it. It was $155 they paid for a bag of Shakeology, which is insane. Versus $132 had they ordered it on HD. So anytime I'm talking to somebody, I just let them know, just make sure you order it on HD, or I set up your cart for Shakeology HD. It's gonna just save you like 15 bucks on shipping. If you don't want it, the shipments every month, we can always edit that down the road. But like I let people know that in advance. But your assignment is clearly to invite. So hopefully you got ideas listening through here, whether it's current customers and you want to convert them into coaches, or it's new people who you're just going to go straight up and just thank them for the love on your post, thank them for keeping up with your stories, and ask them, have you ever considered doing what I do? Like that simple question that a lot of people have in their mind, but they're too afraid to approach you and ask you. And when you can get over that barrier of thinking you're annoying somebody or bothering somebody and just ask them, you might be surprised when someone comes back and is like, actually, yes, I'm totally interested in. Yes, HDHD. Can it be an existing customer or coach with a new HD order? If you have a customer who you have not earned Success Club points from in the last 6 months, so let's say your aunt ordered Shakeology on HD from you back in October last year and then didn't order anything else, and now here we are the end of May, that current customer could place a new HD order and you would earn your Success Club points from it. But we don't get points from existing coaches. So an existing coach who purchases a challenge pack, you still get the volume from that, but you won't get any additional Success Club points for that. Unrelated, can you quickly talk about how you handle pyramid scheme? Honestly, I don't get it. Like, I haven't been told pyramid scheme words in a really long time. If someone were to say it to me today and said, oh my gosh, I think you'd use a pyramid scheme, I would be like, first off, pyramid schemes are illegal. They're actually monitored by whatever regulation. I don't know, Google it. I don't know what it is, but you could figure it out and say they're actually illegal. Our company is, and you could, if you want to get crafty on them, throw some stats out there. You know, our company is $1 billion company. You know, our company, what I think it's like $1 billion company business rating or something like that. I haven't had this rating or something in a really long time. But I just would let them know that pyramid schemes are illegal. There are some like videos and blog posts that went on to YouTube. There are some like videos and blog posts that went on to YouTube. Am I echoing really bad? Now am I? I muted you, Candace. I think I don't know why, but it was giving an echo from that. But I really just don't get it. But if you've got somebody and you want to approach that, go onto YouTube. I think like Melanie probably has a video about it. I feel like Lindsay Matway has a video about it. I have not ran into the pyramid scheme. And then if someone's like, you know, like, yes, do people at the top make more money? Sure. But if you look at any corporation in the world, the person who owns it most likely makes more money than the managers, who most likely earn more money than the staff people. And when I think of my job when I was in public accounting, I worked my booty off at like 60, 70-hour weeks for pennies compared to what the partner at the top earned, because they put the time in. And I'm not willing to put that time in for that. So I don't know if that necessarily answers your question. I don't get it a lot, but if you're running into it, I would just like do a little Google search or something to refresh your mind on it. Had someone ask the other day there, Anita.
Yeah, that was totally helpful. Thank you. And okay. I did do some of that, and I think it helped. So thank you for those tips.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, I don't have an exact answer on it, but any other questions? So you've got your homework to go invite, but then the other thing is get qualified and registered for the Olympics. I can tell you from the people who participated in that last group, it was a huge business momentum builder. And then the pot of money that we have to divide amongst the team depends on how many people participate. I do know that one of the girls on my team was on the first place team for the big one. She earned $700. Like, that's insane. She had $700 because her team took first place. So what our pot is will depend on how many people participate. So if you're totally motivated by prizes and money, it's awesome. Or if you just want to grow the heck out of your business, you should get on it. But I honestly think, like, we've been, you know, meeting the last couple weeks about it. We're really excited for the training, for the speakers, and to really give you guys another opportunity to work together and meet some other people on the team that will help grow your business. Oh, I'm freezing up again. I don't know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
Yep. Hey, one question, Megan. Do you have a link to where we could sign up for the challenge?
For the Olympics?
Yes.
Yeah, they're let me pull it back. Oh, it's not on the image I had. Yeah, if you're in, whether it's your uplines team or if you're in either I don't know who your upline is, or are you in the Big Dream Team coach page?
Yes.
Okay, so the information was shared in there. If you just search through that page, Dream Team Olympics, maybe I'll ask Mel to go in there and just pin it under the announcement so it's at the
You
top of the
froze.
page.
But I will search the Dream Team page.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds
I don't know
good.
if you
Thanks.
guys- Can you guys hear me? I feel like I'm breaking up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Well, I'm sorry about the internet connections and little mishaps at the beginning, but hopefully it all worked. Get registered for the Olympics. If you have questions, you can always drop me a direct message and I'll get you all the information, like the Google Doc, to get signed up and plugged into the group. So, all right, guys, have an awesome day. Bye.